Look how much VRAM we are using, by the way. The game wants to use up to 11 gigabytes already. Well, I mean... Take like... Well, as long as there is nothing wrong with OBS as of right now, OBS is using around 450 megabytes. So minus 450 megabytes out of that, and that's how much the game itself is natively using. That is the content creator tax, I guess, or streamer or recorder tax is what that is.
Look! That's not an ordinary enemy!
Oh my god, even the brightness on the lighting is different. What the fuck, man?
Adam, get back!
I thought the native HDR in this game looked fine, by the way, until now. Faster this charges. Even the brightness on those shots, by the way. Well, on literally everything. Keep repeating myself, huh? Base change, anytime. Okay. Why is there a motion blur on? Dude, is it like... Or not motion blur. Is the Renault DX just turning on like depth of field effects like everywhere? No, I think it might be HUD related. I have noticed something here, okay? So it does not seem to happen in cutscenes. Depth of field is usually present inside the cutscenes as well. Like in the starting cutscene with Taki, for example, in the prologue scene, or scenes in the prologue, there would have been motion blur behind Eve and Taki both. If there was actually like depth of field turned on. But there was no depth of field behind them inside the cutscenes. And depth of field has only been on whenever there has been some kind of HUD element on the screen. So the Renault DX seems to have some kind of bug within this game. What the fuck was that? Eve just walked up this stack of... What? What? Okay. Strange things. Anyway, it seems to be somewhat HUD related. Anytime, like the death HUD there, or the dead HUD there, how do I turn it off, man? I don't think I can turn it off because I mean, there is one thing I can do about it, but I don't like the idea. You notice like these compatibility things here? Like these here? You normally require these for the compatibility within the game that you're using them for. But in this game, I could test by having some of these different resource upgrades, as they call it. This be something different. And those might take the effect off, or they might not. But I don't like the motion blur on the HUD elements, or whenever there is a HUD element on the screen and it motion blurs. Like, I'm not a fan of that at all. Like, it shouldn't be there.
Adam, get back!
However, if that is the trade-off of using Renault DX HDR, seeing like motion blur and odd elements, I would be fine with that trade-off. Like it looks so nice that I would rather just keep it on regardless. I didn't have enough time, I see. So this is kinda hit heat if I'm just kinda walking. Maybe not. Bit rusty here, it seems. Oh, good. Well, until I fuck up the shotgun, that is. Dude, these scenes here look so much fucking better with Renault DX, by the way, I must say. What the fuck? No, you hit him there. Fuck you. To see a cool finisher anywhere. Might as well see it now. It's only gonna be better from here, mechanically speaking. Okay. I'm not sure as to why the scene is so
You defeated it, Eve. Amazing.
laggy here.
It
I
wasn't
don't
enough in
remember.
it,
I don't remember this scene
It wasn't, but still so
lagging
strong.
this badly. It was only inside the
Things will
cutscene,
only
though.
get
I don't know.
harder.
I don't know. Maybe if I
Maybe.
restart the game, it's gonna stop happening.
Anyway, please show me the next route.
Because like this is the
Right, hold on. Let me take a look at the map data. As the crow flies, the Hall
I don't
of
know what
Records
that
isn't
is.
too far from here.
it's
But
bothering
an
me, but
entire
I'm not
block
sure
is
what it is.
submerged.
Actually, you know what?
We have to find a way
That's
across.
not what I
Are you
meant to do,
saying
but
that there's no
yeah.
way?
I found it.
I mean, right now,
You see the sign behind the stone
looking
statue?
at the specs
There's
here,
a transportation device there
it
that you
could
can
indicate that it was maybe a CPU thing.
What? You really think that these
Though-
abandoned devices are still going to work?
use. Well, the supply camp was in one piece. Let's just try to stay positive.
Uh-huh.
I wanna see one
Positive.
thing.
Sure.
I wanna see one thing after this kill, okay? I mean, it is like some cores are going to fucking like 80s here. So it's like you know what it could also be? It's not entirely impossible. I could test something not interesting, but something very annoying to see if it fixes it. Alright, first we have to find a scene where we have a CPU neck in a moment. Like, when I was standing here earlier, we had one, yeah? Like, in this spot? Somewhere in here? Wait a minute. Did I run through this point of the game yet? With this modded DLSS quality? I inserted this setting in, was it during the previous playthroughs, like the part where we went to the Great Desert, right? It was somewhere there, right? So I haven't actually had this... Yeah. I haven't had this modded DLSS resolution yet, I think, for this point of the game. So it might genuinely be that because the frame rate is, you know, higher than I had previously in this area, it might just be that we are colliding into CPU bottlenecks more, simply because our frame rate is just higher, because GPU has more breathing room, you know. It might just be that, actually. It might not be literally anything more dangerous than just simply that. We have to get into some areas that I actually remember what the performance was particularly in before I can say something else about it. But right now, it's bothering me. You know, as I didn't already make clear enough based on what I'm doing already.